Dunne gonna try and leap off the middle rope. Kirby into Guri. May have just knocked some fun into no fun Dunne.
Wait a minute.
Oh, Dunne with the counter on the Sable Bomb. The shoulders down. Oh, Dunne's done it. Dunne's done it. No fun Dunne beats Martin Kirby. Break him in half.
That's scary power from Rampage.
A pile driver on Gabriel Kidd. The cover. And
Gabriel Kidd has been eliminated.
Roll up, roll up, roll up. And Hendry tried to do it twice.
Here we go. Here we go.
Freak of nature attempted by Hendry. Amir is out. Gabriel Kidd is out. Rampage will go for the pile driver on Hendry. And he gets it. Rampage with the cover. Rampage wins the Magnificent Seven.
You're not here to do no cheeky little cash in at the end of a match. I'm going to tell you straight. Austin Aries, I'm cashing this in right now at no regrets on the 29th of April. 8. Me and you.
Rampage challenging Austin Aries for April 28th. April 28th at No Regrets. Rampage versus Aries for the Defiant Championship.
Straight to the face, the bones break. You're taking it all, taking as much as you can take. Can't resistance, gotta watch them fall. Fight back, need a kick in the ass. Wait a second too long, now you're missing the chance. You leave it all behind again. Raise your fist up high, let the beating begin. Fight back, need a kick in the ass. Wait a second too long, now you're missing the chance. You leave it all behind again. Raise your fist up high, let the beating begin.
Time for a pair of Defiant debuts. And for one of the two men you're about to see, it will be a very successful debut indeed, because the winner of this match heads to the No Regrets Rumble.
The rules and No Regrets continues with its singles bout. Set ball, one ball. It has a 20-minute time limit, and the winner will receive a spot in the upcoming No Regrets Rumble. Introducing first from East Riding of Yorkshire, weighing tonight 250 pounds. He is the professional Nathan Cruz.
Nathan Cruz, you see, holding up the NGW Undisputed Championship belt. Cruz, as he calls himself, the professional. He is the reigning NGW champion. And Nathan Cruz now, obviously, with his sights set on the Defiant title as well. Cruz hoping to go to that No Regrets Rumble, win it, and go on to Built to Destroy, our anniversary show, and to challenge whoever is the Defiant champion at that time.
Well, we see another man running around with a lot of gold here in Defiant Wrestling. That is the Defiant champion, Austin Aries. Will Nathan Cruz, the professional, will he be the next man to hold multiple titles here in this promotion? Step one is tonight.
Looks like Cruz has something to say. He snatched the microphone.
First of all, let me just address one thing, and that's to all these mugs out here who started applauding when I just walked out. You're the same idiots that tweeted me saying, oh, it's such a long time coming that Nathan Cruz would walk into Defiant Wrestling. And what sickened me to my stomach is that you tried to make out like that was some big opportunity for me. See these dips right here? That's what I'm talking about. The worst thing is that, yeah, they call me many things. They call me the professional. They call me the show stealer. But most importantly, they call me the new generation wrestling champion. shut up, I'm going to explain it to you and give you an educational moron. See, New Generation Wrestling is a big promotion that travels the length and breadth of this country, attracting new people to the sport of professional wrestling. They're broadcast on TV, and yes, I am their champion. So to come here and make all that, this is some big opportunity for me. This is just another date in the calendar. So sit back and enjoy, because I'm going to do what I do best and better than anybody else, because from head to toe, I'm a pro.
Wow. I like this man, Dave Bradshaw.
I have a suspicion that Nathan Cruz's opponent might be better liked by this crowd here in Newcastle.
Well, we're about to find out.
His opponents from the West Country, weighing tonight, 220 pounds, Justin the Hammer Sysum!
Justin the Hammer Sysum, quite the physical specimen. Another part of the New Generation Wrestling roster. One of these two men, as we say, for all the success they've had in NGW, will be able to start the road to success here in Defiant Wrestling tonight on the road to no regrets.
Well, the winner gets a shot at entering that no regrets 30-man rumble. Just who will it be? As you said, two huge debuts here in Defiant Wrestling. It's going to be a happy one for either one of these two men, but only one can win. It's going to be a sad, sad night for the loser.
Justin the Hammer Sysum, one of the most popular men in NGW. Nathan Cruz used to be able to say that himself, but Cruz, with all of his success, he's a multiple-time champion in NGW. He, as I think it's fair to say, let that success go to his head. He's now calling himself a professional and saying for him, what is surely a huge opportunity to debut here in Defiant Wrestling. For him, it's just another day in the calendar, as he put it.
Well, you say that Nathan Cruz used to be liked by wrestling fans around the UK, around the world, but is it any coincidence that when he stopped giving a damn about what the people thought, he's now the champion in NGW, and that goes a long way. You heard it from the man himself. I like this man. I like his sneering attitude. We're going to find out if he can get the job done here in Defiant Wrestling.
Yeah, well, imagine my surprise that you like him. Clean break from Sysum, something I'm not sure that Cruz would return if the roles were reversed. Another lockup. Sysum, as you can tell just by looking at him, very powerful athlete.
Yeah, this man's put together.
Cruz with that side headlock applied. These two know each other very, very well, having competed many, many times in NGW and elsewhere. Shoulder block. Sysum with a smile on his face as he realizes he's got the upper hand here.
Well, we may just have found out who has the power edge in this matchup, and I think Nathan Cruz is left in no doubt that Sysum is not one to go hold for hold with in terms of strength.
Once again, the winner of this one will be entered into that 30-man no regrets rumble. The winner of the rumble on April 28th. Yeah, big hip toss from Sysum. The winner of the rumble will go on to face whoever the Defiant champion is at Built to Destroy, our anniversary show later this summer.
Well, what a way to make an impact for both these young men here in Defiant Wrestling.
Cover by Sysum, didn't hook the leg. Cruz kicks out at 2. Of course, we don't actually know who the Defiant champion will be by summertime, not least because on April 28th, at No Regrets, the current champion, Austin Aries, will defend against the holder of the Magnificent 7 briefcase, Rampage.
Wow.
Coming up in just a little while, by the way. Rampage is going to be out here. He's going to sign the contract for that title match at No Regrets. Big leapfrog by Sysum. An even bigger dropkick takes Cruz off his feet.
And again, Sysum going for the pin.
Cover. Once again, the side press. Again, didn't get quite enough body-on-body weight there. Left shoulder goes up for Cruz.
Well, I don't know where Nathan Cruz turns now. He's tried the power game against Sysum. That didn't work. And we've just seen with our own two eyes that Sysum has speed and agility as well.
Yeah, deceptively fast for a man of his frame is Sysum, as you see that forearm right into the left side of Cruz's face.
Referee asking Sysum to take Cruz out of the corner. That was the opening that the professional needed.
Now there's not a shortcut Nathan Cruz has seen that he's not prepared to take.
A smart man, if you ask me.
Sysum, big backdrop. Look at the height that he got on that on Cruz. Goodness me. Sysum now trying to press home the advantage. Cruz will send him out, or Sysum holds on. Cruz is not aware that Sysum is still there. Now he sees him a little late. Head scissors. Cruz is taken out of the ring, and if that were to happen to Cruz on April 28th, if he qualified, he would of course be eliminated over the top rope in that 30-man rumble.
Well, Nathan Cruz, taking his time now, realizes that he has to reevaluate his strategy against the Hammer.
And Sysum with Cruz on the apron. Cruz goes face first into the turnbuckle and falls back into the ring. I'm not sure he knew much about it, but he is back in the ring. Cruz is begging off here. He's put himself in the ropes to force the break, and Cruz, as you say, will take advantage of the fact that he knows Sysum's going to obey the rules.
Why would you obey the rules when it's so much more fun to break them? Remember, Bradshaw, the devil has all the fun. We're seeing that from Cruz.
Slingshot side suplex. Right off the top rope, gets another 2 count, does Cruz. Both of these men impressing in their Defiant debuts.
Well, whichever man does advance to the Rumble at No Regrets, they're going to be a tough man to eliminate for 29 other men.
Be the second annual No Regrets Rumble on April 28th. As Cruz with a suplex. Very pleased with himself as always. Let us know at home who you think is going to win not only this match, but that entire 30-man Rumble later this month. As always, our hashtag, We Are Defiant.
Well, and Nathan Cruz may be able to tweet out hashtag I am in control, because he certainly is.
Well, you may have spoken too soon. Sysum is fighting back. His forearms to the face. Nathan Cruz, despite his harsh words for the crowd, has a few supporters here. Sysum certainly the significantly more popular. Cruz got the high knee into the face. Sysum may be out here. Managed to get that left shoulder up.
Well, I have to ask, if you're a wrestling fan around the world and you're watching right now and you look at a man like the professional Nathan Cruz, what is there not to like?
Well, the attitude, for one.
But he's successful, Bradshaw. He came out here carrying championship gold. He has his eyes on the Rumble, and beyond that, he could be in contention for the Defiant Championship. This man's impressive, like it or not.
Have you ever heard the saying, stay humble?
Humble is overrated. Let me tell you that for free. I'm going to charge you for the next piece of advice.
You wouldn't know, you've never tried. Cruz goes to the ropes. Big elbow again from Sysum. These two guys are throwing everything at each other. Both going to opposite corners.
Successful men in life, they don't try, Bradshaw, they do, they succeed. Look at Nathan Cruz as an example of that.
A lot of credit for Cruz, don't you? But not much to say about Sysum, who's also had tremendous success in NGW. Right now, though, it is Cruz who's in control after...
You're not kidding.
Able to drop Sysum face first. Sysum in some trouble here. And Cruz is taking the opportunity to do a bit of trash talking to the Hammer.
In control, but I don't agree with the trash talking. You don't want to fire up someone like the Hammer. It's not a fancy nickname. We've already witnessed the power of this man.
He gets a nickname because of how hard he hits, as Cruz has found out many times before.
And there we go.
From nowhere, the super kick by Sysum. And Cruz took far too long telling Sysum how great he is.
Well, smack talk only gets you so far. When that bell rings, I tell every wrestler that I have ever managed, you must get on your man. Leave all the talking to me. When you're inside that ring, it's action, action, action.
That's good advice. Shame none of those wrestlers have ever listened to you.
Who have you been talking to? And how many of them told you that?
I just know that no one listens to you. Right hand from Sysum and a second one. Those hammer-like blows. Cruz trying to fight back, but this is a slugfest. I'm not sure he's going to win. Cruz changes tack. He uses the foot to kick Sysum in the abdomen. And charges into the corner, the clothesline. Sysum. Explosive offense.
Sysum on the advantage. Cruz with the reversal.
Sysum just colliding into the professional and taking him down. Again, they are
impressed with both these men.
They are back to opposite corners once more. Who's going to get the upper hand on this latest exchange? Sysum is first out of the blocks. Gonna try for an exploder suplex, it looked like, but Cruz was able to counter. Sysum, wow, look at that agility. Springboarding onto the top. Finally, that overhead suplex from Sysum, and both men down again. We are at a stalemate with a place in the No Regrets Rumble on the line.
This is anybody's for the taking. Sysum wants this live crowd in Newcastle to get in his corner.
Cruz is
in trouble.
Yeah, he's flat on his back. Sysum is clearly going to be first up to his feet here.
Oh, talk about hammering.
It may be hammer time for the professional Nathan Cruz. That swinging lariat instead, though. Cruz has Sysum on his shoulders, maybe going to go for that trademark, the show stolen. And now that Sysum counters. Sysum with the fisherman suplex. The bridge. He's got the finger hooked. He only had one finger hooked, not the whole hand, and that may be the only thing that allowed Nathan Cruz to kick out.
Shows you just how good Nathan Cruz is, because that was excellently executed by Sysum. A perfect bridge. He had both shoulders down, but just getting the 2 count instead of the 3. Close though.
Hang on a second. Sysum will head to the top rope. Now Sysum, it might shock you to know, but he is able to hit a 450 splash. We've seen him do that many, many times over in NGW. Cruz knows that. Cruz is, we've got the referee here. He's hiding behind Sean McLaughlin, for goodness sake. Sysum having to return from the top rope. And Cruz with his, going for the pin. He's got the feet on the ropes. Referee sees it. Unlike that match we saw between David Starr and Walter earlier, rope break very much in effect here.
Well, I was just about to say I love it when a plan comes together, but the eagle eyes of referee Sean McLaughlin put paid to that one.
Too much of an experienced official for that to work for Cruz. As Sysum charges, got to end up all the way outside the ring. Sysum is just to the side of us here. As Sysum charges through. The spear between the ropes on Cruz, will that do it? He took Cruz by surprise, and it was nearly, very, very nearly enough.
What did we just see? Justin Sysum leaping from the arena floor through the ropes with a big spear on Nathan Cruz, but still could not get the job done and put the professional away. What will it take here in Newcastle?
Remarkable, gravity-defying stuff, especially for a heavyweight. Sysum launched himself into Cruz.
We're used to seeing moves like that from men half Sysum's size. Oh, look.
Extremely impressive here. Has Sysum. He's lining Cruz up. Sysum looks like he's going to chop. He's shouting at Cruz in the corner. I think Cruz has removed the turnbuckle pad. Oh, low blow, come on! Come on, low blow from Cruz! A lung blower from Cruz. The cover, come on! Referee didn't see it! I want Sysum kicked out! Sysum kicked out! Cruz tried to steal one, and the plan did not work!
Nathan Cruz using every trick in the book. But the hammer has an answer. Cruz can't believe it, incredulous that he didn't get the 3. And so am I. I thought for sure that was all she wrote, and Cruz was on his way to the Rumble.
Sysum, though, definitely in trouble after that. That cheap shot, another one of those shortcuts from a man who calls himself a professional, ironically.
Well, almost doing a professional job on his Defiant wrestling debut.
Well, a hit job.
Well, if it's successful, who cares what you call it?
Yeah, well, that's why you and I define professionalism differently.
Winning is the name of the game. That's for damn sure.
And maybe Cruz is about to do just that, because he has Sysum positioned here for what I assume is a superplex. Sysum knows he's in trouble, trying to fight his way out. There's a headbutt, sends Cruz down. Sysum is on the top. Here comes that 450. Oh, and no one home.
Oh, and Sysum came down hard on his ribcage. Not only that, but his nose.
Cruz will try for the show stolen again. Nathan Cruz, and he nailed it. That's got to do it. Cruz the cover on Sysum. Cruz to go to the no regrets rumble, and Sysum got out again.
Hey, don't kid yourself. We may well be here until the no regrets rumble at this rate. Neither man able to put the other away. Frustration must be kicking in, especially for Nathan Cruz, who has tried to use the ring to his advantage and the ropes.
Well, now Cruz has grabbed a steel chair for some reason. He's got his championship belt.
Well, it's always good to have a choice in life. And which weapon will the professional Nathan Cruz choose?
Well, neither is legal. Referee is asking him quite rightly what he's doing.
Legal schmeagle.
Oh, hang on. Referee's got the gel. A low blow from Sysum. Cruz was trying to use the championship belt. Cruz goes down from a low blow. Here comes the 450. Sysum nailed it. The cover from Sysum, and Sysum is going to the No Regrets Rumble.
Your winner and qualifying for the No Regrets Rumble match, Justin Sysum.
Oh, Nathan Cruz, the NGW champion, got a taste of his own medicine there at the hands of the Hammer. Cruz was trying to cheat again, this time with the championship belt. Sysum said, well, turnaround's fair play. Cruz did a low blow earlier. Sysum returned the favour, and a 450 splash later, Sysum is on his way to the Rumble.
Well, at the end of the day, I said that winning is all that matters. Nathan Cruz couldn't get the job done. A huge feather in the cap of Justin the Hammer Sysum. He goes to the No Regrets Rumble. And he says he'll see us there, Bradshaw.
Justin the Hammer Sysum, a man who must be taken very, very seriously indeed by the other 29 men in that Rumble. Justin the Hammer Sysum is headed to No Regrets. Just when we were having fun.
Cancel all your plans to have fun. The party's over. Here comes a man who believes in no fun now.
Following contest is a singles match set for one fall. This match will be 20 minutes time limit. The ring this time from Birmingham, weighing tonight 163 pounds. No fun done.
No fun done with a surprise victory over Martin Kirby at the beginning of Lights Out, and qualified Dunne for that Magnificent 7 match. Dunne eventually was the first man eliminated from the Magnificent 7, but nonetheless, given the surprise with which Kirby and the rest of us, frankly, were taken by Dunne's victory, the two will collide once more at No Regrets on April 28th.
Well, after everything we've seen lately in Defiant Wrestling, I have to say, nothing surprises me anymore.
His opponent, hailing from Pennsylvania, West Midlands, weighing tonight 187 pounds. This is Chris Brookes.
Chris Brookes of CCK, steadily building his reputation here in Defiant. And Brookes, gotta say, given the momentum he also has coming out of Lights Out a couple of weeks ago, he's got to be a man to keep an eye on as we continue down this road to No Regrets.
A big win for Brookes over Amir Jordan. We saw a lighter side of Chris Brookes as well post-match. a little dancing. I don't think No Fun Dunne would quite appreciate that.
So, bell rings, we're going to be underway. Dunne is going to try and a cheap shot with that megaphone.
That would have been an automatic disqualification. The bell had already sounded.
He's still got the thing in his hand, for goodness sake.
He said no, Dave Bradshaw.
Yeah, well, I think we heard. Thank you.
I'm just making sure.
What do you say, Chris?
What do you say, Chris? I'm just going to help you out here, Bradshaw.
Brookes is clearly expressing that he has not wished to give up just yet. There's a... Can we get that thing away from him?
Well, he's so entertaining with it. Why would you?
Foreign object, for one thing. The drop kick.
Oh, foreign. I have it on good authority that he bought it right here.
Oh, really?
In the United Kingdom.
What's that? Attempt here by Brookes
Oh,
to...
no, not this.
To humiliate Dunne.
Oh, that's disgusting. That's not fun.
This won't be much fun. Dunne with the finger right in the ear. Oh, no fun Dunne, look at that. A roll up by Brookes on Dunne. Referee Linsky explaining that Dunne is very much mistaken if he thinks he's in charge of what goes on between these ropes here.
Since when did Judge Dredd join us here in Defiant Wrestling? How's that for a day?
Yeah, wow. Covered by Brookes on Dunne, a kick out on 2.
Well, some say that Steve Linsky does kind of remind them of Sylvester Stallone.
Maybe give up the Judge Dredd reference. Half our audience won't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'll move on.
Baseball slide from Dunne, who's going to try for a powerbomb maybe on Brookes. Dangerously close to that crowd barrier. There's a move. Well, hang on. Oh! Stomp right in the face after covering Dunne's face with the ring apron there.
Never mind, no fun. It might be no chinna after that one.
Big slap across the chest.
No Chester. I'm going to move on.
Yeah, stop. You haven't had the best minute here of your commentary career, have you?
Happens to us all. Back in the ring goes No Fun Dunne.
And Brookes is going to climb to the top rope. Chris Brookes going to look to end this. Dunne charges at him. Brookes will roll through. Dunne! Tells Brookes to freeze. Hits him with the enziguri. The cover by Dunne. Can he get it done here? No, he can't because Brookes is out again.
Many people on social media were incredibly surprised that No Fun Dunne managed to get a victory over Martin Kirby. But he may get another one here against Chris Brookes. No Fun Dunne building quite the portfolio for himself here in Defiant Wrestling.
Speaking of Kirby, by the way, we are told that given what happened earlier on the road to No Regrets involving Martin Kirby and Gabriel Kidd, it's going to be Kidd and Kirby one-on-one later on here tonight. Wow. Maybe Gabriel Kidd will have some respect beaten into him by the leader of the Curb Crawlers.
I think Prince Amir will have a vested interest in that match. And Chris Brookes, Doctor, may have a vested interest in this one.
So, we will keep you updated, by the way, on the condition of Prince Amir if we do get any word on that before we go off air after he was brutally assaulted. He's done with a cover on Brookes.
The thing about Chris Brookes is he's deceptively tall, deceptively big, so when you're hooking that leg, it's no mean feat. It's not easy to keep this man down for the 3 count.
Even taller stood next to No Fun Dunne, a man who I think it's fair to say has small man syndrome.
Well, you can tell him that. Maybe don't use the megaphone though. I've had enough of that thing for
I don't
one evening.
really have any plans on having any kind of conversation with No Fun Dunne. Dunne charges at Brookes. Boot into the face from this member of CCK as a missile dropkick off the middle turnbuckle.
Beautifully done, no pun intended.
Brookes gaining the upper hand here as Dunne gets to his feet. Dunne will send Brookes onto the apron. Brookes gets a boot right into the face of Dunne. Brookes looking to launch himself over the top and catches Dunne impressively with the launched ace crusher, the cover by Brookes. Kick out on 2.
Well, that was closer than No Fun Dunne would have liked. Maybe a 2.9 there from referee Steve Linsky.
who is, as he's already told Dunne, the law here in Defiant. Not sure Dunne has any qualifications to be considering himself an officer of the law, but anyway, covered by Brookes. Another 2 count. Dunne will try for one of his own. Instead, he gets a crucifix pin applied on him by Brookes for another 2 count. If Brookes isn't having any of it the second time. Fool me once, shame on you. You know the rest.
Oh, and I don't think Dunne will know anything after that.
Hangman twisting neckbreaker from Chris Brookes, the cover, and Dunne. The right arm up again. Referee Steve Linsky saying that it was just a 2.5.
Both these men on their knees, trading big forearms, chops.
Dunne and Brookes going to their feet. It's Brookes who's the first one up. Dunne soon to follow. Brookes, as you can hear, clearly the crowd favourite here in Domain in Newcastle.
I don't think this suits No Fun Dunne to be going strike for strike. Well, maybe not.
Knee right into the temple by Dunne. Oh, super kick by Brookes right into the face of No Fun Dunne. He'll try for maybe brainbuster, but instead a counter from Dunne. That's a knee into the side of the head.
Almost a shining wizard.
And this time, Brookes gets it. Brookes with the brainbuster on Dunne. Can Brookes capitalize? He's got to get himself on top of Dunne for the cover. Now he does it. Leg hook. And oh God, just Dunne gets out.
Frustration kicking in for Chris Brookes. As we've mentioned, usually a specialist in tag team competition, almost a breakout star. As a singles wrestler, he's been super impressive. It would mean a lot to him to get the win over No Fun Dunne.
Dunne drops Brookes' throat over the top rope, now smashes his face right into the turnbuckle. Oh, Dunne with a backcracker. Here comes Dunne, building up a head of steam. A spear from Dunne. Dunne, an upset over Kirby. Can he get one over Brookes instead? Brookes kicks out.
Now it's No Fun Dunne's turn to feel the frustration.
Dunne says the match is done. He's wrong though, because Brookes has caught him. In the end, Brookes ends up on top of him. Oh, Dunne with the cover. Oh, Dunne caught him. Dunne caught him. Dunne surprises Brookes.
Here is your winner, No Fun Dunne.
Well, Brookes took his eye off the ball for a minute there, and this crowd might not like it. It might not be much fun for those of us here on the road to no regrets. But Dunne victorious, and that will give No Fun Dunne all manner of confidence as he heads into that big match, that rematch with Martin Kirby at No Regrets.
Well, No Fun Dunne at lights out surprising Martin Kirby. Pulled another fast one. A surprise to Chris Brookes to come out on the losing end.
Well, No Fun Dunne, your winner here on the road to No Regrets.
Please join me in welcoming my special guest at this time. Nobody has dominated the competition quite like this man in Defiant Wrestling. And recently, he won the 2018 Magnificent 7 match. Please welcome Rampage!
Well, as Stevie Aaron says, Rampage has been a dominant force here in Defiant Wrestling for a very, very long time. One thing he has never done, though, is to hold that Defiant Championship, but that may all change on April 28th when he gets his shot one-on-one against the champion Austin Aries. Tonight, here on the road to No Regrets, Rampage will sign the contract for that championship match.
Well, the thing about Rampage is he considers that Defiant Championship the holy grail of professional wrestling. He wants it. Austin Aries has got it. We're going to find out who's going to have it at the end of No Regrets when both those men go one-on-one. I can't wait for that match.
And make no mistake about it, Austin Aries, the self-proclaimed greatest man that ever lived, will be watching on here nervously. He knows that Rampage is fired up, that Rampage has been in hot pursuit of that Defiant title for a very, very long time now. And if I was Austin Aries, if I was the champion, I would be extremely nervous.
Well, think about what happened, Bradshaw. Rampage, he's not the kind of man who wants to rely on the element of surprise.
The 2018 Magnificent Cinema Match, Rampage!
Rampage, he told Austin Aries, the champion, when he was going to catch him.
Your money sing. Your star has never shone so bright as it did, and lights out. Now I know that's corny, but it's absolutely true. You crashed through the competition. You crashed through the contenders, defeating 6 of the very best in the world, ladies and gentlemen. And as a result of that victory, you get in your possession this, the briefcase, which grants you a match whenever and wherever you desire against the Defiant Wrestling Champion himself, the Truth, Austin Aries. Now, in an interesting twist, you have already cashed this in. And what better time than at No Regrets? What better place than right here in Newcastle upon Tyne? It will be the champion, Austin Aries, defending against your challenger, Rampage. As requested, yes, we will sign the contract, which is inside the briefcase. We will do that now. Let me just... I've got the pen.
Yeah.
And we will do that.
Well, we've got a slight hitch here. I'm not sure the contract doesn't seem to be inside the briefcase.
Oh, talk about a gaff. You bring out the #1 contender. You don't even have a contract for Rampage to sign.
Wait. Well, that's the music of the last man to hold the Magnificent 7 briefcase, El Ligero. What's this about?
Well, we're about to find out. El Ligero about to grace us with his presence. Rampage came here to sign a contract, but El Ligero coming out instead. What does this mean?
Ligero was a part of that Magnificent 7 match at Lights Out. Rampage defeated him fair and square along with 6 other men. Oh, for goodness sake! I assume that piece of paper is the contract that El Ligero must have snatched out of that briefcase. Pathetic.
Oh, you call it pathetic, I call it intelligent. But way to provoke a beast like Rampage.
Listen, Ligero. If you wanted to fight me for it, you only had to ask. So let's do it now, eh?
Oh, Rampage is up for the fight. Ligero is out of here.
I'm not sure that's what Ligero wanted.
Well, this is a very odd situation. Ligero apparently is... Oh, there's a steel chair, and that didn't work. Rampage is not going to allow Ligero to come out here and disrupt this contract signing. As far as Rampage is concerned, if Ligero wants a fight for that championship, or for that briefcase rather, Rampage is more than happy to give it to him, and nothing that Ligero is doing here seems to be working.
Oh, wait a minute. Ligero taking a little drink here at ringside.
Oh God.
Oh, wait a minute. I said that's a way to poke the bear to come out here with that contract. El Ligero disrespecting Rampage, spitting water in his eyes, another steel chair.
Oh God! Ligero tried to smash Rampage in the face with a chair. Ligero is begging off here, and he may regret this, but still, this is a very interesting development that Ligero has somehow goaded Rampage into putting that Magnificent 7 briefcase spontaneously on the line.
I thought Rampage was going to toss El Ligero into the 5th row here in Newcastle.
It wouldn't be the first time, by the way, that El Ligero had illicitly gained the Magnificent 7 briefcase after someone else won the match. Oh God, Ligero thrown into the crowd. Took out about 3 or 4 people on the way down.
Rampage, the #1 contender for the Defiant Championship, in the shape of his life. He has momentum going into that match against Austin Aries. He's proving it here tonight in Newcastle against one of the best on the planet.
Well, these two have competed for the Magnificent 7 briefcase before, by the way. El Ligero, when he, again, controversially gained ownership of that briefcase last year, at one point put the title on the line against Rampage. And under controversial circumstances, Ligero was able to hold on to it. So a bit of deja vu here, except this time, maybe we'll have a different result.
No, you can't ring the bell when there's a table in the middle of the ring.
Well, referee is saying, quite rightly, if Rampage were to powerbomb Ligero through the table, Rampage would be disqualified and Ligero would be the holder of the briefcase.
Okay, do it. It's worth it for Ligero to take the punishment, to leave here tonight with that contract. And a shot at the Defiant Championship is certainly worth it.
Ligero's gone behind the rear waistlock. Rampage holds onto the ropes. Another back to the drawing board moment here for El Ligero. A crossbody, but with a crossbody attempt from El Ligero, turned into a vicious looking power slam of sorts by Rampage.
Look at this sheer power, brute strength from Rampage.
Cover here and 2 count. By the way, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but last time El Ligero stole the Magnificent 7 briefcase from someone, Stevie Aries was involved. Our ring announcer, just saying.
Wait a minute, you just preempted a conspiracy by saying, and I quote, "Hey, I'm not a conspiracy theorist." What's all that about?
Just stating the facts.
Making me lose my cool out here.
El Ligero, of course, without the assistance of his prestigious buddy, Joe Hendry, who's currently in Australia competing for Scotland in the Commonwealth Games.
A little preoccupied is the prestigious one, going to bring home the gold.
Not that Hendry was much help to Ligero anyway in the Magnificent 7 match, when he spent most of the match sitting here with us on commentary.
He's just multi-talented, that's all it is.
That's one word for it. Rampage going for the pile driver perhaps. Ligero momentarily forgetting who he's in there against. Rampage now with that famous temper.
Ligero has spat water.
Oh, what? It's a low blow on the referee.
Oh, right to the Linskys.
Rampage has lost his cool, and that is exactly what El Ligero wanted. Rampage, shoulder first, into the ring post.
Again, El Ligero has spat water in the face of Rampage. Actually blew his nose on the #1 contender, and now looks to take the fight outside the ring.
Ligero with a Hurricane Rana. Rampage goes into the crowd barrier. By hook or by crook, El Ligero has found a way to take control here against the #1 contender.
Well, it's chaos anytime. The prestigious Mexican sensation is out here in Defiant Wrestling, another steel chair in hand.
What happens if Ligero wins this? We get Aries versus Ligero?
Well, that's what Ligero wants, evidently. It would be a nightmare for Rampage to win that Magnificent 7 match and then end up losing the briefcase and the contract inside it to El Ligero.
Imagine if El Ligero was able to rob the rightful holder of the Magnificent 7 briefcase of that briefcase 2 years in a row.
But Dave, tonight, of all nights, he would not be robbing Rampage of anything. He would have won it. Maybe not fair and square, but he would have won it nonetheless.
Ligero clearly came out here knowing that Rampage wouldn't need to be asked twice to get into a fight here. Ligero has taken advantage of that competitive spirit, of that temper of Rampage.
Look, El Ligero on a stage where he belongs.
Steel chair shot from Ligero. Rampage is in some difficulty here and has been ever since the referee was taken out. Ligero is lining up Rampage for something. Rampage is in the crowd. Ligero up on the stage area. About 4 or 5 feet in the air here. And Ligero, another Hurricane Rana, this one right in the crowd.
Well, I thought maybe Ligero was going to the well once too often. He proved me wrong. That Hurricane Rana working sweetly for Ligero 2 times in a row.
Ligero's asking for a second referee to come out here. I think
he comes.
He's looking to steal this by count out. All the undignified ways to steal the briefcase, he's going to win this by count out.
Winning is all that matters. I've said it before, I'll say it again. El Ligero is about to become your number 1 contender.
El Ligero is coming out here.
He's got his eyes fixed on you, Dave.
El Ligero is trying to bully anyone who'll talk to him.
Ligero now has the Magnificent 7 briefcase, rather, in possession. He's had it before, he's got it again.
Yeah, look what he did to it last time. That big crack across it was his fault. Rampage is back in. Ligero believes he's won the briefcase. He's holding it above his head, but our second referee, never got to 10. Oh! Ligero strikes a second ref. Ligero sends referee Sean McLaughlin out of the ring. That's 2 referees down. Rampage, though, was not counted out. Big shoulder block. Tackle from Rampage. Second one.
How fitting, because you can never count out Rampage.
Oh, Rampage going for the pile driver. And now instead he hits a spine buster. Right on Ligero, the cover. No referee, of course.
Double A Arn Anderson would be proud of that spine buster. We'll never know if it might have won the match for Rampage. Referee out of the equation.
El Ligero backing away from Rampage. He has tried every dirty trick in the book here to thieve that briefcase away from Rampage. Oh my God. Tilt and whirl from Rampage.
El broken spinal.
Imagine having that straight off with a spine buster. That's what El Ligero has just endured. Rampage, though, finally.
Oh, not the pile driver.
Maybe going to try and end this. Ligero trying to counter. That didn't work. Rampage tries again. A low blow attempt from Ligero. And this time he's caught red-handed.
Oh, that may be the worst mistake of El Ligero's life, but going straight for the eyes of the number 1 contender.
Desperation from Ligero. He's picked up the briefcase. Rampage needs to be careful. Rampage has been blinded by Ligero. Rampage gets struck by the briefcase.
Right to the forehead of Rampage. And now El Ligero going high. Looks to seize opportunity.
Ligero's going to try and hit that Mexican wave from the top. And he nails it on Rampage. Well, Ligero hasn't got a referee. That's his own fault.
He has got one now.
Ligero goes for the cover. And Rampage out. Try as he might, El Ligero cannot make this plan come to fruition.
Oh, and El Ligero now focusing his anger on senior official Steve Linsky, who's still moving a little gingerly.
He's already assaulted Linsky once. Look at this Ligero. Ligero tries to be a bully. Referee is having none of it. Rampage, a kick to the midsection of Ligero, the pile driver, right on the evil horns of El Ligero, the cover from Rampage, and Rampage is not yet done.
Not another pile driver.
Rampage is sending a message to the Defiant champion, Austin Aries. Rampage is headed to no regrets.
Here is your winner, and still Magnificent 7 briefcase holder, Rampage!
On April 28th, right here in Newcastle, it will be Rampage, the challenger, Austin Aries, the champion, the Defiant title on the line at no regrets. Rampage, looking around, he clearly asking Stevie Aaron for something.
I think that Rampage, he wants that contract, yes. He wants to sign that contract and seal his date with destiny with one Austin Aries at no regrets.
Well, if you remember, this all started out as a contract signing before El Ligero came out here.
Oh, there's a little autograph.
Rampage signs the contract. It is official. Rampage and Aries for the Defiant Championship on April 28th.
It's all turned sour. What? Low blow! Low blow! Suplex and I'm still wrapped. Oh my god, and the entranceway just shook. Kelvin kicks over with a man of a junior heavyweight. Amir is out. Gabriel Kidd is out. Rampage will go for the pile driver on Henry. Rampage with the cover. Rampage wins the Magnificent Seven.
I'm not here to do no cheeky little cash in at the end of a match. I'm going to tell you straight, Austin Aries, I'm cashing this in right now, and no regrets.
Aside from my soul.